Hi, today I'm joined by professional fire risk assessor Andy Leather, and today we're going to be looking at firefighting equipment in relation to fire risk assessments, or FRAs, in churches. So Andy, when you're conducting a fire risk assessment within a church, what do you look out for in terms of firefighting equipment?
Well, within churches it's very important there are no powder extinguishers present because they can cause damage and they can also impair the escape with the clouding of the powder. We must make sure that the extinguishers are fit for purpose, they're the right one, looking at the user and the potential fire that we could have within the church.
And what types of firefighting equipment do they have in this particular church?
Well, there was no powder extinguishers, which of course we're looking out for. Also, they had the right equipment in the right place for the right reasons. So we had water extinguishers because of the paper and the books. We also had CO2 extinguisher near the organ, which of course it's electrical equipment, so water wouldn't be appropriate, and therefore CO2, which is safe for use on electrical hazards, is an appropriate extinguisher.
And are there any products that are available that are more suitable for a church?
Yes, powder and foam have traditionally been used in churches. However, there are now new products on the market, for example a water mist extinguisher, which uses deionised water. The benefits of that is that it doesn't leave any residue and is unlikely to do damage where it may fall past the fire, for example. Also, we have the significant benefit that by using the deionised water in a mist format, what it does is if somebody actually uses it inadvertently on an electrical hazard, for example, it's unlikely they will come to harm.
And are there particular standards that we need to comply to in relation to firefighting equipment?
Yes, there is a British standard. This is BS 5306 Part 8. This is the standard that all fire extinguisher engineers, for example, adhere to in making sure they put the right equipment in the right place. So what that clearly states to us is the type of extinguisher, the location of extinguishers, and how many we should have within a premise, and particularly a church.
And how would you go about complying to the standards if you had no prior knowledge of firefighting equipment?
It's very important the responsible person understands their legal responsibilities in relation to equipment. Generally speaking, they will instruct a fire company to come along and survey the building, making sure we get the right equipment in the right places. And then as a result of that survey, there will be a specification of what equipment is required in what locations. However, we should not lose sight of when we provide equipment, training must be provided to persons who may use that equipment.
Okay, Andy, thanks very much for your time.